I would just love to do like a full day in the life of Simon Cowell, where it's like get up, bathe, half a crumpet, 600 calories.
Yeah, not fat jab, 600 calories.
Do we need another boy band?
I think we do. If you ask me, they're signing something off, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
It just made me
crossed.
laugh that you called it Madonna's comeback, because how many times can a woman come back? Is it a collector's item?
It is now, yeah, I presume so.
Could you whack it on vintage?
If you're watching this, no.
This is Showbiz Fix, your destination for the inside scoop on all our celebrity exclusives and the biggest entertainment stories you're loving this week. We're going to be talking about Taylor Swift's early Christmas present to Jack and some news from Sharon Osbourne on late husband Ozzy's final moment. But first, we need to talk about Simon Cowell. Clemmy, the big man is back, but has he still got the X factor?
I don't think he's that big anymore. He's a waif and he eats 600 calories a day. So, he's not a big man, but he is a great man, and he is back. And the new show, The Next Act, is out on Netflix, and I absolutely loved it.
Okay, so let's talk about Simon first. So you have met Simon loads of times over the years, from back when it was the peak of X Factor and all that kind of thing, through slightly quieter days, let's say. How did you find him the other day?
He was brilliant. He's got the spark back in his eye, which is actually really nice to see. He's kind of been a bit of a hermit the last few years, I'd say. He hasn't done many interviews. This was his only interview in the British press. And he just seems like an excitable schoolboy again. It was really fun to see.
So he's back doing this boy band search, but it's also part documentary. So we're delving into the man and the life that he now leads. So you've already given us that one little gem about the 600 calories. 600 calories?
Yeah. Not fat jab, 600 calories.
Wow, that's discipline. But you did go to McDonald's.
Well, it was his cheat day. So yeah, we did go to McDonald's. He had the new, is it fillet or fillet of fish? The double burger, and bought me a Big Mac. It was my treat, well, his treat, sorry, for my birthday. And some sort of skinny anemic fries.
What do you get the girl that's got everything? A big
Fillet of
Whopper.
fish. Big Whopper, yeah. No, Whopper's Burger King, isn't it?
Yeah.
In the first episode, actually, you see Simon in his house. I think it's the Barbados one. He's got quite a few. And for his lunch every day, he has half a crumpet.
Yeah, he's now moved on to half a hot cross bun.
Yeah, and I'm like, Simon, like, I mean, I don't even like crumpets. I'd rather have something else. But like, what?
And the best thing is he's got a personal chef. So I went, he drove me from the studios where he was recording something back to his house. And his personal chef was there and was like, can I whip you up anything? And I was like, no, I'm fine. They got me out a little birthday cake. I had a glass of champagne. And Simon had his 90-calorie beer, which he mixes with the lemonade to have a shandy. And then he just had a bit of, I think it was smoked salmon and kind of a rye vita. And I thought, that
very
poor
regime,
personal
isn't it?
chef, what a waste to just be sitting there. And I spoke to him, I was like, aren't you really bored? And he said, no, it's fine. Eric's quite excitable and adventurous with his food, so his breakfast is great.
Oh, God.
Imagine having a chef. Like, to be fair, actually, mum and dad, it'd be on the table when I came downstairs. Do you know what I mean? So breakfast was always ready. But like, to have like a chef being like, if I'd said to mum or dad, like, actually, today I want like eggs Benedict or whatever, they'd be like, absolutely not.
The dream, yeah.
I
But
know,
no, Jeff the
imagine.
chef, he was brilliant.
I bet Eric
Shout
gets
out
it.
Jeff.
What else did we learn about Simon? His face has changed over the years. What's going on with there?
Well, he hasn't had a facelift. He says everyone thinks he's had a facelift.
Yeah.
He hasn't. But he has had all his filler dissolved. He said he saw a photograph of himself one day and he thought, oh, God, I look like a weirdo. So he went off to his doctor, cosmetic person, and had it all whipped out. So he looks not puffy of face.
He definitely went through a bit of a phase where it looked pillowy.
And he was a little bit heavier then. I remember he said to me a few years ago when he started to lose the weight, Clemmy, if I ever look like this again, tell me to rein it in.
I love that you're in charge now.
Yeah.
What else did we learn? So other things about Simon Cowell, the outfits.
He has 200 identical charcoal grey T-shirts from a chap called Derek Rose who just hangs up. So he says, every morning he doesn't have to think, he just whacks it on. He sleeps in full pajamas. Pulitzer-winning questions from me.
But this is what the people want to know, Chloe.
This is, he bathes 4 times a day, 2 showers, 2 baths.
I saw that on the front page. What? Like,
Yeah.
what?
He's clean. He hates smells.
I love a bath, but like, what?
Yeah, he doesn't like people who smell. He's very OCD. He
How
has
does
to steam
he have
clean.
time?
He steam cleans his carpets and his beds. When I say he. People. I think he makes his own time. I mean, he wakes up at 9:30, 10. He has 10 hours sleep a night.
I would just love to do like a full day in the life of Simon Cowell, where it's like get up, bathe, half a crumpet.
Well, tell you what,
Bathe again.
yeah. Tell you where he does have the time is because he doesn't have a mobile phone and no apps. So whereas the rest of us are mugs who are on our screens all day long, he's got hours to actually be productive.
Do you know what I think comes across, Tammy, just talking to you about it, is you like Simon Cowell.
Love Simon Cowell.
You meet loads of famous people, and that's not always necessarily the case.
No.
What's your favourite anecdote about Simon Cowell over the years?
Ooh, we should ask me this in rehearsals. No, my favourite anecdote, Simon Cowell. Oh God, I've got loads. I went to his house in Los Angeles a few years ago. It was around the Oscars time, and he was giving me a tour. And his son Eric, who's a really well-behaved little boy, oh, he's not so little now, but he was probably about 8 at the time, and he was giving me a tour of the garden. And Eric said, "Oh yes, tell Clemmy about the builder that's coming in that's lying about the planning permission you're trying to get done. So you're covering up this, I can't remember what he was building now." And Simon went, Eric, shh. He was like, no, the man came round yesterday and you said that we couldn't tell anyone. And it was brilliant. But anyway, he did not get any illegal building work done. All was fine.
But everyone's going to find out a bit more about Simon and what his current life is like when the next act drops. When is it on?
It's out now. Honestly, it's brilliant. It's a bit docuseries, as you say, and it's a bit kind of X Factor with a modern twist.
Okay.
You loved it, didn't you, Jack?
Do you know what? Yeah, because initially my thought was like, do we really need this? But I did really. So we saw the first episode and we saw like the last, 20 minutes of the final episode to see how it ends. And like, it was really good. It was fun. And I hope it does well, because I feel like we do need a boy band. There was a gap in the market, he's right. And the lads do seem nice. I'm just saying the lads, I've not met them personally. Like I said hello in a room, that was it. But like, they do seem nice. They are genuinely talented. So I just feel like, give it a shot. But I worry that social media will jump on it and just try and cancel it within seconds.
Well, the reviews haven't been great.
Oh, they're not? I've not seen
My
it.
review was great.
I need to read. Well,
No,
but here's the thing. There's been people who have been quite snooty about this, because it's fair to say that Simon has essentially lived this journey several times, the finding of a band. The only new thing about the series, just being really sat on the fence here, is that it's got this documentary element to it.
You get to see Lauren, his partner. She's fantastic. She's good fun. You see them like properly rowing, kind of going for it. It's quite candid. It's not staged. It's not kind of curated PR sob stories,
That's good though, because they've moved with the times, because people now
don't want to see that.
No, the fakery of those sort of X Factor years, people knew that there was a lot of manufactured drama going on and that kind of thing. People don't like that anymore. They want behind the veil. And
I think
we've
it
got
seems
that.
real.
I think it does. And I after we'd seen the screening, I saw him for a quick photo, and I said to him, like, how you say it's not going to happen an overnight success, which it's not, but I was like, how long are you going to like stick at this for? Like, when do you know when to call it quits? Like, and it's like a year, 2 years, and we haven't really got an answer, because like, how long's a piece of string? But like, I hope that, because if they're nowadays, even if like, I don't know, Beyonce or Katy Perry or Gaga, if they have a number one thing, and then the next song is number 30, they're called a flop, they're over. So I hope that if this song doesn't, it probably shouldn't go into top 10 really, but if it cracks the top 40, I'd say that's a win. Do you know what I mean? Because you've got to start from the ground up. So,
but I think the difference is this time around is that social media is in place in a way that in 2010, when One Direction came to the fore. So these boys, they're all young, they're good looking, they're with the times, I say, sounding like my grandmother. And they can just self-generate their own PR with TikTok. They don't,
I'll be interested.
lie.
I hadn't got time to ask him that because it wasn't an interview, but are they going to be allowed though? Because I said to
or is it going to be manufactured?
Yeah, I said to a lot of the team that were there, I was like, I hope they stay chaotic.
Yeah.
Because I was like, what we don't want is this carbon cutter, like cookie, whatever the phrase is.
Yeah, they should be able to go rogue.
Boy band, like, we don't want that.
No.
I'm bored of that. Like, even like the Brit Awards, it's not that good anymore because everyone, like, no one can drink and it's boring. You want like actual pop stars and actual people. And I hope that they carry, like,
do their own.
The other night they were like jumping around. They were polite, but they were clearly like, they were a bit chaotic.
Right. What do we know about these?
Like
Tell me about this band then.
So there's 7 of them, which is wild in itself.
Very K-pop-y, no?
Yeah, it's clear. Yeah, I think it's clearly gone from there. But even the record label didn't know there was going to be 7. And Simon himself says that wasn't the plan. There was never really like a number of them. But they just thought every time they tried to take someone out, it made the band weaker.
And what are they called?
What are the band called?
Yeah.
December 10.
I feel like we should have started with that.
D10.
D10, yeah, it's going to be D10, isn't it?
But hang on. D10, that's a bit like 1D. Am I allowed to say that?
You can say
Well,
that.
you said it, yeah.
I have no comment on that. But
Oh.
I'm not. It's not great.
But
I'll
look,
be honest, but
One Direction obviously loom large over this.
And
They're
that-
Simon's most
yeah.
successful
And
product
Simon's actually,
ever.
like, I kept pushing him, are they the new 1D? And he's really cautious. He definitely does not want comparisons and does not want to go down that
and
road.
also the fans. As I was talking about the fans as well. They're so intense that like. If you say this is the new One Direction, the fans will automatically hate them because they're like, you can't replace One Direction.
Oh, because they're so tribal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so like.
So can I ask a question? Obviously, with these pop bands, usually in the past, there'd be the quirky one, the cutesy one, the blonde, the edgy one. Have we gone down
Oh
that
yeah,
path?
there is still that. Look, there's one that I think you are the Harry Styles pick. There is definitely like they're 100%. But like that's every band, isn't it?
Have you listened to their music?
I've only heard a little clip, so
I have.
I'm not the best one for that.
Right,
I
what
had
are we
an
saying?
exclusive little playback at Simon's kitchen with Lauren and the speakers and Jeff the chef and some of his team and Anne-Marie his PR. And I loved it. Made them play it twice. It's very catchy. I was about to say it's very One Direction. They won't like that. It's got like a little, well, I'm not sure what I'm allowed to say. But no, it's good fun. It's classic pop, what you would want a pop song to be.
Do we need another boy band?
Well, I think we do. Like, I mean, I'll be honest with you. When I'd first heard that, one of the PRs called me and was like, I might do a boy band. What's the deal? I didn't realise that it was going to be this. And my initial thought was, no, we don't. But when you think about it, there isn't a boy band out there. It is a gap in the market. Like, so yeah, I don't see why not.
I mean, they're not going to be on my walls, but I'm not the right demographic. But I mean, they can be on your walls, Jack.
Maybe.
But the thing is, I think the really interesting point here is there's so many artists out there now who just essentially doing their own promotion. They do all the TikToks and all that kind of thing.
That's what we're saying. We hope the boys are allowed to do that.
I hope
because,
they're
you know,
allowed to post stuff
not be stage managed.
and not be staged and like
yeah, I agree.
just be a bit messy.
Bit
Because
wild.
is it fair to say that the TikTok generation certainly don't love the manufactured Simon Cowell kind of factory lineup of these kind of things?
I think, and I think it's unfair, but I think that sort of generation, they're a bit anti-Simon Cowell because they think he was this nasty man to One Direction and to Little Mix. And no, he wasn't. He was just a tough boss that made them all stars and they did what they did. But obviously, you know, Little Mix, they split with the record label and then they had like songs where they were like anti-Psycho. Even Jade in her solo song, which is taking a swipe at Psycho. And obviously fans are so tribal. That's my concern with it, that he is the best man for the job, but that's why I'm saying, like, I hope the fans just chill.
Do you think they'll come on Showbiz Fix?
Yeah.
The boy band.
Yeah,
Why
December
not?
10.
Yeah, if you're watching December 10, come on.
Yeah.
We'll get some more chairs in.
If you share the best bits of my bits and Jack's bits, absolutely. Yeah, let's get them on.
But Clemmy, do you think that these, certainly the broadsheets have had it in for the next act? They say it's not great. What do you think? You
I just
enjoyed
think-
it as a piece of telly?
I really did. I watched it all, 6 episodes, and I've seen other documentaries from celebs and people, and for me, they felt a bit too curated and a bit too stage managed. And I was nervous watching it, thinking I'm going to have to feed this back to Simon and Lauren and his publicist, but I loved it. And for me to binge all in one, evening is quite unheard of.
Do you think that you could be honest with Simon if you didn't like it?
No. Absolutely not. I would have just said to him, it's great.
But we know
But
Clemmy
not
well enough to
elaborated.
know that you are obviously, you
I
loved
just
it.
think, try and be kind.
Yeah, definitely.
And don't over elaborate.
So I don't know whether you've seen the video of Clemmy and Simon Cowell in the back of the car, Jack.
Oh, I was jealous. Yeah, I saw that. It's great.
My favourite thing is he still wears the sunglasses.
Yes.
What's the story behind this?
It's really disconcerting because you're like, is he looking at me? And yeah, it's just his thing. He says every night before bed now he's had these specialist blue light glasses made up, so he puts them on so he gets the whatever bad light blocked, and he says he now sleeps like a baby, and in the day he likes to cover his eyes, so you can't tell Simon Cowell just to whip them off, can you?
He's releasing his own eye range as well, like for like anti-migraines, because that's what the
glasses, is he?
Yeah, it was in the sun. Like,
I didn't know that.
apparently the orange lens stops migraines, or there's some sort
Oh
of
yeah, he mentioned the red lens as well, orange lens.
maybe
yeah.
it's and that, but
Yeah.
apparently sources say.
Yeah, and also the biohacking.
Yes.
What's the story with that?
He has started peptides, which I've also started, which is why I asked. He likes NAD, which is the most common, and it's available and legal over here. There's a sort of legal grey area with some of the peptides, but he's on NAD, which is completely legal, and loads of celebs are on it, and it's for energy and sort of longevity.
So this is like injecting.
Yeah, a bit like the fat jab, straight in the tummy.
Right.
And he reckons he's going to live to 100.
Right. Other things this week. Clemmy, you've had a busy one. Sharon Osbourne this week gave her first interview after, obviously, Ozzy's tragic death to Piers Morgan, our friend, and revealed some really emotional things, didn't she? So one of the things that she revealed for the first time was his last words were, "Kiss me, hug me tight." What was it like reading all these quotes when we got them through?
Yeah, it was really emotional. I actually messaged Piers to say great interview and hope Sharon's okay, and he said I actually welled up during it, and it was a hard ask. But yeah, Ozzy woke up at 4 a.m, said those words to Sharon, went off to the gym, and had a heart attack. It's just awful, and just such a sort of everyday quotidian kind of thing, and just go in that way when he was such a hellraiser as well. There's sort of an irony there. But it was a really hard read, and Piers did a great job. And they're obviously good friends, which is why he got the interview. And just Sharon's so brave.
Yeah, God. And she also said, was it that he'd been having dreams in the last week of his life about people from the past?
Yeah, which people say these things sort of happen, don't they? When you're on your way out.
Yeah.
And how Sharon is strong enough to sort of sit there and do this interview, I don't know. And obviously her son was in the jungle. But yeah, it was a hard read.
Is there a reason for the timing? This sounds really cynical of me, but is it almost that they thought, right, Jack will be talking about Ozzy, Sharon, if you just do your interview, then you can all just sort of get on with it, because they're such a professional family.
I just think the show must go on. It's in their blood, isn't it? So you just crack on, and it's what Ozzy would have wanted, I'm guessing. It's showbiz. It doesn't mean they didn't love him, they're not over him, they're not still grieving. It's just what this tough as nails family do. They lift their heads up and they crack on.
I know it's what he wanted and what they wanted, but like seeing her on Broad Street in Birmingham when they get out of the car to put that little flower, was like,
oh, that was horrible,
horrendous. Yeah. And I know they chose that and they wanted that, and it's not like the media do anything bad, but it was just so heartbreaking to see.
That really got me, that photo as well.
Yeah, horrific.
Yeah, but Kelly was out this week as well. Very much show goes on. She was supporting the launch of a new kitchenware brand, and very much show goes on. And like you say, it was their family business, I guess.
Yeah, I just think all power to them. Like, who are we? Everyone grieves differently. Yeah,
you can't also stop. Like, what are they meant to do? It's almost always I mean, I don't think she knows how to go at it, but like, you can't always please everyone. Like, at some point, you've got to carry on with your life, as sad as it is.
There were certainly question marks, weren't there, around Jack joining the jungle when he did, whether it was too soon. And certainly he had those emotional moments, but has since opened up. He chatted with Amir, I don't know whether you read it, but about Ozzy would have absolutely loved it. My favourite line from Amir's interview is he said, "What would Ozzy have made of all the Bush Tucker trials?"
Bearing in mind, this is a man who ate a bat, bit the head of a bat.
Yeah.
And what did he say?
Ozzy said, Ozzy wouldn't eat that rubbish. Which I just love. Other things this week, Jack, you received a Christmas present from Taylor Swift.
I'm so jealous.
Talk about Christmas coming early. So I had a little parcel on my desk, and it was from Nashville. And like, I thought, okay, because you got a little stamp, haven't you? That's news from Nashville. And I was like, I know what this is in terms of it'll be from Taylor's camp or Taylor herself.
Taylor.
But it wasn't a record because it was like a small box. So like normally she might send me a vinyl or something like that, and it wasn't.
Normally she might send me a vinyl.
Anyway, it was a snow globe, which you can get. Well, you can't get it now; it's sold out. So it's the snow globe from the website.
Was it signed?
That wasn't, but the Christmas card was signed. So
wow,
and it was obviously showgirl themed.
Wow.
So good going.
Is it a collector's item?
It is now, yeah, I presume so.
Could you whack it on Vinted?
If you're watching this, no.
I would never, Taylor. It got me thinking about all of the things that celebrities send to us at The Sun, whether they're promoting something or whether it's a Christmas present. And this is the naffest comparison ever, but my favourite thing that I've been sent is when Stephen Mulhern sent us a golden sequin blazer.
Our golden blazer.
Our
golden
golden
blazer.
blazer. So the golden blazer, obviously, as you guys know, gets passed around the office as our whoever's done the best thing that day. And I don't think the Taylor Swift snow globe's going to be passed around, is it?
No, it's currently in my living room. So, and it'll stay there. But I have actually, when it was, so one of my favourite album is Tortured Poets, one of the best albums of all time, like of anyone in my opinion. And a year after the anniversary of the thing, she sent me a hand-signed record as well, so that's good. So that's on my wall. I put it in a nice little display case. I've also got a signed Kylie program. It's just like a museum in my flat.
It really is. Wow.
And you got a Big Mac.
I got a Big Mac. Yeah. Which I spilt in his car.
Goals.
Yeah. I did get a Christmas card last year from David Beckham and his dogs.
Not
Victoria. They must have their own individual brand, so perhaps I'm not on the Christmas card list.
I love that. Now I'm desperate to hear what you're binning and binging this week. Jack, you go first.
So I am binging Madonna's comeback. Now, I'm a little bit early to this, but I'm also not. So the 15th album is basically due out next year. It's been delayed quite a bit. Obviously, she almost died. She was in hospital. It's the first album since Madam X, which I think was like 2019. So it's been quite a long wait. And she's already said it's going back to like Confessions on a Dance Floor. So like it's going back to being like a pop girly, which is a bit of me. Last week, all her team suddenly flew into London. Now, we don't really know what's going on, but like the hairstyle, like literally the whole team were in Soho. So if you ask me, they're signing something off, aren't they? Do you know what I mean?
It's a pop mystery.
It's a pop mystery.
You'll be getting a signed vinyl next year.
From Madonna.
Yeah.
It just made me
crossed.
laugh that you called it Madonna's comeback, because how many times can a woman come back?
Yeah, I know. And no one likes
How old is she now?
57, 58?
No, 67. She must be 67, I think.
It should,
Definitely in her 60s.
it's really Escalade, I don't know. But I feel like
She's 67.
if you've
There
gone
you go.
away for a bit, it is a comeback. Like, she's not had anything bad happen to her,
No,
apart
I
from really
know.
dying. But like, it's what, 5 years? That is a comeback.
I know, I love it. I'm not
And a lot-
questioning
I
you
think a lot
here,
of-
Jack. I love
Do you
it.
know what? Sometimes the social media is a bit embarrassing, but fair play to her. Adapt or die. She's doing them TikToks. She's doing.
It's hard for us older ladies
It
to do the
is.
social media.
No, but
Yeah, it's really hard,
She's
Jack.
embraced it properly. Do you know what I mean? Like she has, and like she's not just got her team to do it. She's there, like
Which is brilliant.
Yeah.
Under a bed with her
should
bum sticking
be doing
out.
that.
yeah. I mean, it's still like a corset and heels and a bum. Yeah, but
Good for her.
go on,
She looks
Madonna.
great.
Yeah.
We're just jealous.
Yeah, really jealous.
Right, and you're binning?
The rumours that have got out of hand that Ed Sheeran and his wife Cherry are splitting up, like, or they're on the brink of splitting up, or they're not, it's absolute rubbish. Like, so where it all sort of came from is the deluxe edition of his album Play. To be fair, I didn't realise it was really coming out. It kind of sort of skipped me by until like 2 days before.
Yeah, it was quite under the radar, wasn't
Yeah, and then I thought there was going to be like a couple of songs. There were like 10 new songs, so that's quite weird for a deluxe anyway. And to be honest with you, they are all quite negative, where he talks about like arguing with her and that going through rocky patches. But then I met Ed at a Spotify event a few months ago, and when he was talking about songs, but we didn't know these songs existed at the time, so it didn't quite click for us. He was saying that he only writes a song on days where he's the most extreme. So he's the day he's the most angry, the day he's the most happy. So
when you're moderate, you're not going to.
yeah, you never do a mess song, do you? You do it when you've just had. But because he does so many songs, like some take like 20 minutes. So he's just done it, moved on to the next one.
They've had a bit of a tiff.
Yeah,
been like,
he's
oh,
gone and
yeah.
written about it.
She's like moaned at him about not doing the dishwasher or something, and
Do you reckon? I don't think he does the dishes. I don't reckon he does.
no.
No.
But yeah, exactly that. And he said that Cherry knows that she's got songs, like Thinking Out Loud and these beautiful love songs. But there is also some songs where they've had cross words. Or to be honest with you, it's this tour. He was on tour for 3 years.
Yeah.
Like, how can you be added to? Like, I can imagine that there was some rows. Like he was flying back and forth. He was doing everything he could. But that's just going to stress you out, isn't it?
I
But
take
yeah,
the rough, the smooth. I'd love to have someone write love songs about me, then they could put in a few crappy
Yeah, and
ones.
also we know this from for example, Taylor Swift. Like, not every song is autobiographical, is it? Like,
Do you know what?
songs are just songs.
no, but I think in this case they are in Ed's album. But yeah, they're not. We ran it as in what they said, but we didn't overspin it. Like they're not splitting up. They've never been close to splitting up. Have they had an argument? Yeah. Everyone else needs to calm down.
Ed just needs to do the dishwasher more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clemmy, what are you binging?
I am binging a new Netflix show called Ripple. It started as a slow burner. Netflix didn't apparently promote it, and it is now sort of slowly creeping up the charts because everyone, word of mouth, is saying how incredible it is.
What's it about?
It's like a sort of 8 different stories, I think, because I'm only 3 episodes in, and they're all interconnected. Set in New York, different couples, different sort of, young, old, all sort of ages, everything. And so far, it's brilliant and really quite addictive.
Oh, interesting. I
I
love
might
it
have
when
to
it's
check. I've not got anything else to watch right now. I might have to
Yeah,
check
it
that
keeps
out.
getting higher and higher promoted up on the Netflix homepage because people are just saying how incredible it is. And they're binging it all in one night.
It's the ripple effects.
It's the ripple effect.
nice.
Boom, boom.
And you're binning?
I'm binning broadsheet snobbery about my favourite, Simon Cowell. Oh, I just think, just give him and these young boys a break. Like, it's more not about him. He's got broad shoulders, but these kids, they're reading this stuff and their parents are reading this stuff and it's their dream and their big break. Let's just give them a chance. And if you think they're rubbish, fair enough, but don't write them off at the start.
I always think as well, like, it's not really for you.
No, it's not.
They're not meant to like it. Be weird if they did.
Yeah.
This week, I am binging Joe Jonas trying to parallel park.
Oh, did this take him hours?
Oh my God. So our relatable king, we've all been there. The stress, the traffic is building behind
It's when
you.
someone's watching you on the pavement as well.
So Joe Jonas, obviously incredibly famous. He's there in this big SUV type Jeep situation in
That's
New
also
York.
on him though.
Desperately like this. Someone's videoing him through the window for like 7 minutes of him trying to park. He then pipes up on the internet after this has gone viral and he says, I saw you watching and you didn't help me once to this girl. And now it's become this whole thing on the internet of Joe Jonas trying to parallel park. And he's being really funny with it. People are sort of doing parodies and it's just this kind of internet nonsense.
But that's how to handle a situation. He's done it like a king. Like, own it, have fun with it, be self-deprecating.
I just love that he drives himself around New York.
Is he that level that you'd have a driver all the time?
I mean, they're massive, right? The Jonas Brothers.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to send you the link. Because
It's very relatable.
It's this.
Can you guys parallel? Because I can't. I'll be honest with you.
It's hit and miss. It's either absolutely perfect or it's 8 attempts, always when someone's watching.
Yeah. It's true. It's always the pressure, isn't it? And then no explanation needed by the look and sound of this. I'm binning the flu.
Right.
Because your
Everyone's
gal
got it.
is struggling. That's your Showbiz Fix for this week. Remember to subscribe to us here on the Sun Showbiz YouTube channel for all the inside TV and celebrity gossip. And you can listen to us wherever you get your podcasts. See you next week.